July 21st, 2009. The subfloor was installed on the first third-floor loft. The building would have two lofts, one on each side. We decided to save space by building one set of stairs going to the first loft. The first and second loft would be connected by a small lounge area that we would build above the bar. Once the floor plans were on paper, we started to construct the stairs by putting in the stringers. The stringers are the support system for the stairs that you mount the backers and treads to. Of course, after we put the first two stringers up, hindsight revealed a needed correction.
Alright, we're taking our side stringers off. Found another mistake. Luckily, we caught this before we started putting the treads on the stringers. But if we would leave this as is right now, when we put the drywall up, we would have to cut a stair pattern to make it fit, and that's going to be real difficult. So instead, we're going to take the stringer off, and we'll put a board going all the way down at an angle in between the stringer and the wall. That way when we cut the drywall, we only have to cut it at an angle, place it in. It's going to be a much easier job.
Sometimes finding one mistake leads to greater mishaps.
Okay, while we were downstairs getting the other 1x that we need to attach to the left-hand stringer, we heard a big thump. And of course we come up and this is what we find. The two stringers, the left and the middle, have fallen down, and this is where it landed. And thankfully it doesn't look like it has cracked or broken, but you know, some days are just not the days for the Seegers family edifice venture.
We finally got the stringers up. Now it was time to put the backers and treads on. Penny came up with a plan to reuse materials from an earlier framing mistake for the construction of the stairs.
The third floor that we initially started on the east side of the building, we knew was going to have to come down after Uncle Arnold came through, and all the pieces are going to be too short to use on the other side or to reuse on this side. Well, the green treated lumber we'll be able to use on our pergola that we're putting right outside of the deck as our landing to go down to the bigger deck out the back patio doors. And the old wood, I think, are going to look really cool as stair treads. That'll be dark wood, old, and just leave it how it is, and then we'll mix it with regular unstained wood and have a dark light contrast, and it's going to look really good.
The moral of this project story? When you make a mistake, keep the materials. You most likely will find another use for it.
It's July 27th, 2009. Our kitchen cabinets get installed tomorrow. I thought that I had all the drywall, sanding, mudding. I thought that was all done, but apparently I was severely wrong. And I was here till 3 o'clock last night. And I'm out here another night trying to get the last little details done. It's probably gonna be another late night. But the good thing is, tomorrow the kitchen cabinets will be installed, and I'm sure all this extra trouble I'm going through right now will be worth my while.
July 29th, 2009. I was able to complete the preparation for the cabinets the night before, or the morning of, or actually I think it was both. Needless to say, I was operating on very little sleep. After the cabinets arrived, my fatigue was replaced with anticipation to see them fully installed.
Kind of like Christmas, but bigger.
One by one, the cabinets were unloaded and moved into place. I was a bit surprised that it took nearly a half hour to unload all the cabinets. Dan and Tim kept unloading cabinet after cabinet from the trailer. I knew our kitchen was big, but after seeing them unload all the cabinets gave me a clearer picture how big it really is.
I didn't think it'd be this many cabinets, did you?
Once the cabinets were unloaded, it was time to install them.
Basic game plan to start things. We're gonna start from this corner with the uppers, work our way around that way, and then we're gonna come back through, follow them with the lowers, so that way we can, you know, you don't have to stand out 2 foot when you're setting the uppers, you can stand right underneath them to support them, so makes your life a little easier when you're doing this.
Even with the standard installation plan, life installing our cabinets wasn't easy at all.
What do you think about the squareness and levelness of this building?
You don't want to know. Square? Well, we're probably helping is what we're doing. Shims are a pretty good investment on this job, we'll just say that.
And that's why we hired someone to do it for us. As the cabinets went in, Tim would show us cool features that he and Dan had worked into our kitchen.
You guys see your pan cabinet on the bottom of your oven? We got a little pan drawer there for you.
Ah, wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Penny's favorite portion of the kitchen was an open-face shelf that had storage containers made from the tin roof from a barn.
I really like them because they can be used as vegetable bins. I can put open bags of chips in there. I can put all kinds of things that are still kind of in the packaging, but stuff that's also out of the packaging. So what makes the barn tin give it that like brown color?
Well, actually, Mother Nature takes care of most of that for us. So you can actually see if you get close up with the camera and you get the light off from all them pits, those are like rust spots. Well, this is galvanized tin, but we took a wire wheel, scraped all that off, so the color we got left after we put our lacquer on top of it, you still get that rust color kind of embedded into the metal.
Dan and Tim Siswarda of Heritage Antique Lumber are second to none when it comes to taking wood and metal roofs from old barns and turning the weathered materials into beautiful kitchen cabinets. If you recall from our last episode, Penny and I recently got back from a trip to Nashville, Tennessee. While there, we tried out for DIY Network's Stud Finder 2009 show special, and I actually moved to the next round of judging. At about 3 p.m. during our kitchen installation, I received a call from DIY Network informing me I was chosen as one of the top 4. I would now be heading to Newark, New Jersey to compete in becoming DIY Network's next show host. I have to admit, I was having a pretty good day. The cabinets were installed, and I got a call from DIY Network.
Since the early 1960s, Texturefine insulation has been an environmentally friendly product. Our unique process diverts millions of pounds of fiberglass scrap from landfills each year. Today, high-quality standards have made Anco Products a world-class industry leader in high-tensile strength, resilient insulation products.
Anco products include laminated metal building insulation,
insulated flexible duct system,
and indoor air quality, GreenGuard certified Texturefine insulation.
Green isn't a new initiative. We started in the 60s.
Anco Products, our energy saves you energy.
Habitat for Humanity of Elkhart County does more than build houses for those in need. They provide education on personal finance, home ownership, parenting, and other life skills to help those moving into these houses turn them into homes. Habitat for Humanity of Elkhart County, working with people from all walks of life to build simple, decent, affordable homes. For more information on how you can help, visit www.habitatec.com.